Yeah, there's still a big effort to do that. This rain is really putting a damper on any of those efforts. We've been driving around in the weather beast. We parked it under a gas station for a little bit of shelter to give this live report. And this is a gas station without power. An intersection behind me, 11 and 5 Mile, also being treated as a four-way stop because they're without power. But you can see just right next door, across the street from where we are, they do have power at that gas station, so it's really about wherever you are location-wise. We see one neighbor with a tree down, another neighbor, their yard perfectly fine. We came across downed wires that were actually sparking in yards. Fire crews were on the scene there, making sure no one gets too close. Those were also roped off. And then we would continue down 5 Mile, going from Plymouth into Livonia. That's when we noticed some of the more severe damage, at least in this area. Large trees that line the roads, each and every neighborhood that we dived into. We noticed that depending on where you were, which street you were on, there was likely some limbs down, if not an entire tree down. We saw some uprooted, laying across the road, blocking intersections, even toppling on vehicles. Thankfully, everyone we came upon reported no injuries, that they were likely inside driving home. This all happened right around rush hour. There were reports of downed lines on the interstate, even blocking an exit ramp taking you from 275 to 96. One thing we did notice was the cleanup effort began immediately. As soon as those storms in the afternoon subsided, people began to put the work in to clean it all up. Take a listen.
When it started getting bad, I went into the house and I was standing in the window, and all of a sudden we heard the boom and the crack.
Marge called me and said, "Roxanne, are you all right?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm all right." She's like, "Oh, I thought you had a heart attack." And she's like, "The tree, the blue spruce, uprooted in front of your house."
Here's the miracle. 5 kids were in that car when this tree hit, and she normally parks over here, and there's a car under there. She didn't park there because there was another car there.
Yeah, again, no reports of many injuries that we had heard of, and you heard the sound of chainsaws. We also heard a lot of generators. Again, neighbors really calling on one another to help each other out and clean up what debris and trees that had fallen. We saw a lot of that, so a good sense of community coming together, at least in the Plymouth and Livonia area. Reporting live tonight, Dave Spencer, Fox 2 News.
Well, it's true, David. We know when a storm hits, let alone back-to-back like tonight, people want to get out and check it out and clean up anything that they see. But they really should. We're told to stay away until crews get there, or you know that there's no power lines underneath all of that debris. Make sure it's safe.
Yeah, and typically what we see in these storms is people driving around, they want to see it for themselves, right? They go through the neighborhoods. When it's this dark and there's no power, you don't know if you're coming across a line that's hot or not. You should stay at home and let the crews get access to that first.
Yeah, exactly. And if you see one, stay at least 25 feet away. All right, Dave, thank you.